evening. It's getting a little, well, I say it's getting late, it's not that late, I'm not sure what time it is, not 8 o'clock yet. I just thought I'd do a bit something different this week because it's half term. So I had started some vlogs and I was going to do podcasts every Monday. However, it's half term, the kids are at home, I don't really have any dedicated time to film more than 5 minutes at a time. So rather than struggle to do a podcast this week and vlog, I'm just going to do a quick chit chat about what I'm working on this week. Every night I'll come on after the kids go upstairs. They're not asleep, but they're up there playing. So while I've got 5 minutes, I thought I'd quickly do a chat about what I am doing at the minute. Also, excuse the noises in the background, but obviously we are a house of 5, we're a family of 5, well 6 including the cat, and we have laundry and everything going on. This is a very lived in house. We're not going to get quiet, it's that simple. So let's start off with this. I have finished it, well I've got to weave in the ends, but my dad's sweater vest, see my vest chunky, is done and it fits me perfectly. And after trying it on, which I have tried it on, I am definitely going to be making myself one in this colour, but I think I can see a few of these in my future because I really like them. So that's all done. So that's part of my finishing my 2025 Christmas presents in 2026. And then I'm now working on my mum's cardigan. It was going to be the Angelica cardigan by Rachel Counts, but I was wildly off gauge. So I'm just going to do my own cardigan for that, which is made to measure, slightly oversized, drop shoulder for mum. So that's what I'm working on at the minute. And then I'm also, at the minute, I'm working on this sock. So it was, I did the whole leg, the heel and half of the foot, and it didn't even fit on my daughter. So I've frogged it and restarted it the next size up, and it's going to be for her still because she really wants it. So I've done the cuff and I've started on the leg for that one. I've also, in the last couple of days, I have finished I've got weaving the ends of this as well, a little striped beanie which will go on my eBay, and I finished this beanie which reminds me of fireworks. It's 2 colours held together, a rainbow yarn which was scrap yarn, so I have no idea where it came from, and some black DK which is the new fashion DK by Woolcraft, I believe. So that's that. That will be going on my eBay too, even though I would like to keep it, but it's a little bit too small for me. So I'm gonna have to make a bigger one for me, I think. And then I have cast on and done the ribbing for another small beanie. I do think this is the same stitch count as that one, so it's a small. I don't use a pattern for these are just my own. I have a set amount of stitches that I cast on, and then I decide, well, that seems like enough, and then I go from there. So not very professional, I know, but it is what it is. My beanies on eBay, they are £10 each on eBay, plus obviously postage and packaging and whatnot. So there's that. And then I have also, I'm now working on this funny looking thing. So my legs and feet get very cold, and I don't like that. I like to be cozy and snuggly and warm, and I really want some knee-high house socks. So these are bulky, these are in DK, so they're going to be big and bulky. They're not going to be dainty, but they are going to be socks that just tube socks that go on my feet and up my legs and just keep me a little bit warm. So again, no pattern or anything, they're not anything special, they are just for me to keep my feet and legs warm, because I do not like wearing slippers. It's a sensory issue, but I love wearing socks. So, and these can just slip on over, if my feet are still cold, they can slip on over socks and leggings and keep my feet a little bit extra warm. So that is what I'm doing at the minute. I am going to sit and watch The Cornish Knitter and do a little bit of knitting this evening probably until about 8:30, and then I am planning on doing some reading. My book's over there. I am reading Brigands and Bread Knives and Brigands by Travis Baldry, and I'm really enjoying it, and I do not want to keep putting it down, but obviously life makes me. So I really do miss the days where I read more than 100 books a year, but that doesn't happen now. There's just not enough hours in the day. So I just read whenever I get the opportunity, and when I'm not knitting and when I'm not doing family things and everything. But that is it for the day, and I will pop back on tomorrow night. Bye.